Hi, I'm Dr. Jeremy Neal and I'm a professor of philosophy at Houston Baptist University. Today I want to talk about Aquinas and his proofs for God's existence. So famously, St. Thomas Aquinas, a Dominican friar who lived in the 13th century, his dates are 1225 to 1274, developed in the course of his life 5 proofs or ways, as he called them, of proving God's existence. And these include, among others, the cosmological proof and the teleological proof. So I want to start today by talking a little bit about the cosmological proof that Aquinas offers for God's existence. Aquinas speaks in terms of movement, but I want to talk in terms of causes because I think that captures what Aquinas means when he uses the word movement. So if you think of yourself, you have a cause, that is, there is something which has brought you about, namely your parents getting together. And they have causes too. Your grandparents were their cause of being brought into existence. And they have causes too, and so on and so forth, all the way back. The same could be said of anything, not just persons. The same could be said of the trees outside in your yard. So these trees might have come from an acorn. Maybe an oak tree out in your front yard arose from an acorn. The acorn was dropped from another oak tree, which arose from an acorn, and so on all the way back. But this train of causes doesn't just apply to organic things like persons and trees. It also applies to non-organic things. A table or a chair in which you're sitting has a cause. It comes from wood being produced by a skilled craftsman or by a machine. And that wood has its own cause, and so on and so forth. Everything has a cause, is the point. There's something in Aquinas' words that sets in motion all things. All things have causes. Now, there are 2 possibilities. Either these causes go all the way back to infinity. That is, they have no end. There is no original cause. They just go all the way back. Or the second option is that they stop at a first cause. There is a first cause, a first mover, if you will. One who causes everything else, and also himself, an uncaused cause. So Aquinas obviously is a theist. He is a famous philosopher in the Catholic tradition, and he endorses the second position, the position that there is an uncaused cause that started it all. That's the position that I endorse too. I'm a Christian philosopher. And Aquinas explains the first possibility by rejecting the idea that there can be an infinite train or stream of causes all the way back. His arguments are somewhat complicated, but one philosopher who I appreciate very much and whose work I recommend highly is William Lane Craig, who has argued for the impossibility of such a thing as an actual infinite number of causes that goes all the way back, never stopping, all the way back. And it is a topic that I intend to cover in another video. But for now, the takeaway point is that Aquinas' cosmological argument is an attempt to prove God's existence by referencing the idea of causality and by suggesting that the uncaused cause is the best explanation for how things came to be. And it is, I think, a compelling explanation that we need to take seriously.